GETTY Tottenham smashed Stoke at Wembley. They scored 5 goals against Stoke to become the first side in the top flight of English football to win 4 consecutive matches against an opponent by 4 or more goals in each game. It has only happened twice in the history of the Football League, with Barnsley achieving it against Darlington between 1933 and 1938 and Birmingham doing so against Northwich Victoria in the 19th century. After starting slowly, it became a massacre of the innocents as Spurs finally sang from the same hymn sheet yesterday thanks to a decent Son. Underrated Korean Heung-min Son galloped to the rescue when even the lethal boots of Harry Kane looked at one stage to desert them. He was glue that kept them together when at times they seemed to run out of ideas. His cross led to Tottenham's opening goal, and then his pass to put Kane clear in the 36th minute had assists written all over it. Then guess what? Kane, marksman supreme, scorer of 31 Premier League goals so far in 2017. Only 3 players have scored more in a single Premier League calendar year: Alan Shearer 36 in 1995, Robin van Persie 35 in 2011 and Thierry Henry 34 in 2004. Missed with only Stoke keeper Jack Butland to beat. The first half was one of honest plod. Endeavour, yes. Energy, yes. Quality lacking in bundles. Every time hope was promised from either side, the final ball was often hit awry. Tottenham beat Stoke 51 in the Premier League today. Here are our Spurs player ratings. Tottenham Hotspur FC. Tottenham team average 7.29. Joe Allen worked his socks off for Stoke trying to lift teammates, but Spurs defended solidly. Happy they didn't have the lighthouse torpedo Crouch to contend with. Tottenham's lead was typical of previous fare. Son, all movement and energy, seized onto Moussa Dembele's pass, broke down the left in the 22nd minute, and his cross was deflected first by Kurt Zouma and then into his own net by the luckless Ryan Shawcross. 3 minutes later then almost added another, racing virtually 3/4 of the pitch before firing a shot Jack Butland parried clear. Actually, if Son had looked up he would have seen Christian Eriksen in better position. Eriksen was denied a goal in the 27th minute when his cleverly flighted free kick was palmed out by Butland. Moussa Dembele then had Butland bunding the ball clear with a long shot as Spurs flicked gears and Stoke faded. Stoke's form also gave hope of a windfall, arrived having only won once away this season, with Mark Hughes' side just about managing to steer clear of real trouble thus far. Tottenham in the end won at a canter, but in reality have yet to transfer their Champions League form to domestic duties. Much has been made of Tottenham's move to Wembley back in the summer, and they've certainly had the problems there. Getty. Harry Kane netted a brace in the win over Stoke. Whether it can be put down to the big occasion, or simply sides going more defensive against a team which has proved itself capable of tearing others apart, the league's supposed weaker clubs have proved tough to beat at the National Stadium. Burnley, Swansea and West Brom have all left with a point, while Crystal Palace and Bournemouth both stayed in the game throughout only to lose 10. Stoke put up similar such resistance, but when Son finally put his name on the sheet they collapsed, conceding 2 minutes in 2 minutes. Harry Winks and Dele Alli combined in the 52nd minute to put Son scrambling clear to score his 6th goal in his last 9 starts. So much weight is put on Kane's shoulders, particularly playing Stoke, where he's got some record, netting 6 of Spurs' 12 goals in those aforementioned performances. And the England striker came good yet again. After previously fluffing his lines, Kane rose high to head Kieran Trippier's powerful cross 2 minutes later. So the score climbed to 3 and Spurs fans were dreaming of Spurs' yet a 4th consecutive 40 win over Stoke. Kane, as ever, delivered the moment of history in the 62nd minute as Stoke continued to collapse, and Eriksen rounded off the rout in the 74th minute. Shawcross headed Stoke's consolation in the 80th minute as Spurs enjoyed the luxury of Eric Lamela coming on late for a cameo following his long injury battle. Related articles.